Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a video all about the Babylock Acclaim, this beautiful overlocker that I've just been given, and I'm a new ambassador for Babylock UK, and I'm very excited because I was definitely due a new overlocker machine. So in this video I'm going to be showing you some of the amazing features that the Acclaim has, as well as demonstrating a couple of the stitches, and then just talking through a little bit about the overlocker and what you can expect from me in the next coming months as I use this machine. So yeah, before we get straight on into it, if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and let's get started. So this machine is new and I'm just so excited because I've wanted a Babylock machine for a good couple of years now. I first saw them do a demonstration. They had a stand at the the Stitch Festival a couple of years ago, and I fell in love and I was in awe by the air threading technology. Babylock was the first brand to invent an overlocker slash serger machine, and they have become really well established for their reputation of innovative design and features. This machine features the air threading technology that is becoming more well known and established in the sewing community as something that is very sought after, so I'm very excited. But it also has automatic tensions, so you might notice on this machine that there's no dials on the front. With my old machine there was 4 dials with the 4 threads, and you kind of had to have a bit of guesswork when it came to what tension you did for what fabric. This takes out all of that stress and fuss, and it's automatic, so all of the tensions are automatic. So depending on what fabric you're using, whether it's a denim or a tulle or a satin, it does it all for you. So I just think that's incredible. Obviously the air threading technology is also incredible because you can chop and change between different coloured threads, and you can go from a 3 thread to a 4 thread stitch with absolute ease, and it's just wonderful. The Acclaim also has air threading needles, so not only does the Acclaim have the air threading loopers, it also has air threading needles, which is called Revolution Air. You must have the machine in threading mode so that the tubes are locked, and you simply point the thread at the eye of the needle and it will suck the thread through when you press the button. It's a really fabulous little gadget called the Threading Angel. This clips onto the front and allows you to lay the thread in the channel, making it even easier to thread. It's perfect if your eyesight is deteriorating or you have tired eyes. It makes the process a lot easier. So with your machine you get your standard sort of foot, and then you also get your instruction and reference guide, as well as this really handy quick reference threading guide. This is going to be stuck to my hip because it has a really quick way of seeing how to thread your machine depending on what stitch type that you want. So you've got some really great references here for the different stitches. And what's also amazing, Babylock also have this beautiful stitch which is called the rolled wave stitch, or the wave stitch if you like. No other company has this wave stitch. It is exclusive to Babylock. There's so much that it can do, and I know most people are familiar with using an overlocker or a serger, whatever you want to call it, for finishing your seams, but this does so much more than that. So here is the machine. It's absolutely wonderful and I'm just so excited to show you in a little bit more detail. So first of all, let's open it up. So if I just open that front bit, you can see this is the air threading section here. In terms of opening the serger or overlocker, what you'll usually find is you've got all this mechanical stuff inside when you're threading it, and it can be such a headache on most machines, but with this it's just so streamlined and it's so incredibly effective. So I just wanted to get our instructions and reference guide, and I can talk you through the different elements of the machine. This is our stitch width adjusting dial, so depending on the stitch width it will alter where the blade sits, so that will obviously make your stitch wider or narrower. This dial down here is your stitch length, so anything that's in the white part of the machine is the length of your stitch, and then if you move over into this dark grey area you'll create a rolled hem, and it creates rolled hems for you automatically. So this little lever on the side here is our stitch select. It determines how much thread to let through. So for example, A is for 4 thread overlock, but it's also used for any other stitch using the left needle. For example, wide 2 thread flat flock, wide tooth thread overlock and more. And then stitch B is for a 3 thread overlock and any other narrow seam using the right needle. And stitch selector C and D is a 3 thread rolled hem. C is for heavier fabrics that isn't as tight, and D is for medium to fine weight fabrics. This lever on the side is a differential feed lever used for taking the stretch out of stretchy fabric, but it can also be used for gathering. Here you can see that little icon for the gathering, but the majority of the time you will just keep it in N. You also have this dial here, which is so this can lock your blade out of the way, or it can bring it back up. Other features you've got, what I thought was so cool was this magnetic storage, needle storage. So say if you want to go from a 4 thread to a 3 thread, you can take one of the needles out and just pop it on this little magnetic dish here, and it's amazing because then you can just store it there, and you know it's not going to move anywhere, it's not going to fall on the floor or you know, get lost. So it's a fabulous little extra detail. You've got your hand wheel here, that's obviously shows you the needle going up and down, and this little button will change it from an overlocking stitch to the wavy stitch that I mentioned. And then you'll also see this lever here at the front, which depending on if you're sewing or if you're going to be threading the machine, you need to click that into threading mode, and that means we'll be able to set up all of the stitches and stuff like that. And now we can put it into threading mode. So the first thing I want to do is show you this air threading technology, and in order to do that you want to make sure that your dial at the side here, it's called the balance wheel, and you just want to make sure that that is locked into place. Turning the wheel forwards, not backwards. Turning the wheel and listening out for the click means that you will lock the tubes into place. And then also that your presser foot is up. So we're going to take our piece of thread. You don't need to moisten the end. I know a lot of us sort of go to automatically put it in our mouths. Don't do that because you'll start to you know, put moisture into your machine. You also need a little bit of thread to allow enough to go through your machine. And it also doesn't matter what order you thread your machine in. I know a lot of machines have a diagram that sort of demonstrates how you would do that, but you don't need to worry about that. So once that's all ready, that's clicked into place, we're in threading mode, your foot's up, we can press this button and you can see that that is now threaded. So you can just drop that down, you don't need to worry about where it's going. And then we can do the next one. You can actually do both at the same time, but I like to, you know, just in terms of structure, I just like to do one at a time. Again, pop your thread in the little hole, and then when I press the button, have a look around this area here and you'll see what happens, and it comes through. So cool. And again, like other machines, you're used to sort of trying to tuck it around everything. Just leave them hanging, you don't need to worry about that. So now we can move on into our needle threading. So you want to make sure that you clip this down like so, and then we have our 2 threads. So just gonna pull them out so you can sort of see this process a little bit more. So let's start off with the left thread. It doesn't actually matter what order you do it in. Bring it up and around, and then take your piece of thread, make sure you've got a nice clean ends, and you're just going to hold it by the eye of the needle and press this button. And this says push to thread needle, so just press it, and then when you lift this up you'll see that it threads it. So there you go, that's one. And then same again with this one, pop it down, and then you're going to press this button, and then when you lift this up it threads it through. Ta-da! So there's no more trying to thread it and it's really fiddly. I know it's a little bit of setup, but once it's done, it's done. So cool, you can pop that back into surging mode, and that's closed. So I've got it on N, and then we're going to do some standard stitches, so standard 4 thread stitch. So to check that, I'm just going to have a look here and just make sure that we've got the right settings that we want. So we're going to do a 4 thread overlock. So we've got left and right needles, length 2.5 to 3.5. So let's just change that. Width 6, between 6 and 7, and then we're on this one here, A. So I've just got a bit of scrap fabric here. And again, there's no tensions to sort out because we have automatic tensions built in. Drop your foot like this, and then I'll show you what that stitch looks like. You have got a thread cutter up here, use that one. And that's what that stitch looks like. So that's your standard 4-thread overlocker stitch. And it's perfect. Literally no issues with the fabric at all. Looks great. Next, I want to demonstrate how the automatic thread tensions work. So if I just cut off, I've got this little bit of tulle fabric here, and I just want to demonstrate how it will work the same on a piece of tulle fabric, just to show you that the differences in types of fabrics. So we've got our foot down, and there you can see we've got this beautiful stitch on the tulle fabric as well. I now want to show you really quickly this awesome feature on the side. As already mentioned, this is the differential feed lever for taking stretch out of stretchy fabric, but it can also be used for gathering, so I'm going to show you that now. It also helps you to control the feed of your fabric, any fabrics, not just stretch, helping to give you the perfect flat seam, and it's also fantastic at helping you achieve an amazing and even gather. So if we click it up to 2, what's going to happen is it's actually going to gather the fabric, which is so cool. So if you're making like a little dress or something, or you know, you want to do some really easy gathering, and you know that you just want to you know, have one piece of fabric and you want it done by half, so that will be set to 2. So if we just set it to 2, for the best gathering effect, put the stitch length up to 4. You get this really awesome gather to your fabric. So just to show you guys as well, there's a little storage container in the side here, and I'm now going to remove one of the needles so that I can show you how to do a 3-thread stitch. And don't fear, if you drop your needle, then there's actually this little needle catcher magnet at the bottom. So I don't know if you guys have done it before, but I've dropped a needle before and I've ended up getting it lost in my machine. So once you've got your needle, there's also a little magnetic dish on the sides that you can drop it on, and it just keeps it nice and protected on the side there, so you're not going to lose it. We're now going to drop this lever at the side to B, so it knows that it's now on a 3-thread stitch. And referencing our quick reference threading guide, let's have a look here now. So I want to do a 3-thread overlocker narrow stitch. So we've got our right needle in, our length is on between 2.5 and 3.5, and then our width is 3.5. Selector B. So that's it. So if we get this bit of fabric, I'll show you what that narrow 3-thread stitch looks like. Cool. Oh, I just had it set to, I still had it set to gathering stitch, but actually let me just show you what that looks like, because that is turned out really cute. So now let me just set it to neutral, well, the N, and let me show you a narrow 3-thread stitch. And that's what that looks like. I actually really love the look of the 3-thread one. I think it looks really, really nice and dainty. So saying that, now I want to show you a rolled hem. So with the rolled hems, we need to drop this down to D, because we've only got 3 threads. So you can see here, drop it down to 3, all the way around into the rolled hem setting, which is this grey one down here, number 3. The stitch length is 0.75 to 4, and the standard setting for the width on a rolled hem is M. Fabulous! I think that's everything. So let's show you what that looks like. And there you have a really beautiful, dainty rolled hem. And this is really, really awesome if you want to sew, you know, rolled hems on like tulle or silk or something like that. So there we go. How good is that? And there you have it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed seeing this quick demonstration video showing you the Babylock Acclaim. It's such a beautiful machine, so if you are considering purchasing yourself a new overlocker and stepping up your sewing with beautiful finished seams and amazing stitches, then I highly recommend this. I literally cannot wait to share more information with you guys. I'm planning on a tutorial, well, a project sewing a dress for my daughter's birthday. I will be bringing that to you guys here soon, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed seeing all of the stitches and seeing some of the beautiful features. If there's anything that you would like to see me do with the overlocker, then please pop it in the comments. So any video suggestions or anything like that, then let me know. I'm obviously new to this machine as well, so there's still things that I'm learning with it, and I cannot wait to bring all of that stuff to you guys. So if you are thinking of purchasing a Babylock machine for yourself, then make sure to check out some of your local dealers. You can find a full list of dealerships on the Babylock website. I will leave a link for that in the description box below for you guys. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!